Last time on the Florida Keys Adventure 2016, we caught several nice Spanish mackerel. We stayed out on the hook for the night on the Big Blue, and we made our way into Everglades City to continue on the adventure. So we're coming in here to Everglades City. As you can see on the map, it's through a series of like rivers in and through the mangroves, and then it comes in and it opens up into a bigger body of water that you're going to see in a minute. I tell you though, when you're thinking about old Florida and the look of old Florida, this is probably what comes to mind. This river coming up through here is definitely old Florida. A lot of mangroves, back in there. You can see here where the tide's ripping pretty good as it's trying to all be forced down through there. We passed just a couple of boats. Here's one. I guess it's a tour boat, little guide boat. It is so remote around here that one of the few ways that people make money is, off the water, off the land, either through those guide boats or fishing, guide services, and what have you. Nowadays, now there was a time back in the day that it was such a remote location that some illegal activity was going on. To the right there is Chokoloskee Island. That's off in the distance. You can't really see it, but it's another kind of little extension to Everglades City, and you may have heard of that, Chokoloskee Island. I was telling you, and you can see how remote that the area is, that back in the day in the 80s, one of the things that this town and a large portion of the town was involved in apparently was drug smuggling, moving in marijuana in and out. There's a guy called the Saltwater Cowboy. He's wrote a book about it or what have you, but he's been on the news and different things. But when the federal government made Everglades National Park and they cut out a lot of the fishing and lobstering and things that this town depended on, being that it was so remote, they didn't have anywhere else to work or what have you. So, a lot of them fell into that trade of real easy money, and making large amounts of it. So kind of an interesting history there in this little town, Everglades City. These docks for rent here? So we worked our way back up the river, up here into the end, up in Everglades City to this fuel dock. It's an unmanned gas pump. You just put your credit card in. It's a pretty neat place. And then as we was looking around, you could tell these like bungalows, each one of these were like sites for RVs or what have you. Didn't see a name on the place, but it was pretty neat. Got us some fuel here, pretty nice little town. Ready to get back underway. Ready. Hey, is one of those, we got a lure on it? Anything. I mean, there's all kind of action right here on this corner. Get it out quick. Either, I'm going right over top of it. It's probably bait fish, but look at that. Let it out. No, just let it out. Yeah.
Waters from Chokoloskee to Bonita Beach, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. And coast waters from East Cape Sable to Chokoloskee, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. Issued at 4:06 p.m. Tonight, east-northeast winds around 5 knots near shore, and east-northeast 5 to 10 knots offshore. Seas less than 2 feet. Dominant period 2 seconds. Band inland waters light chub. Scattered showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Isolated showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Thursday, southeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas less than 2 feet. Dominant period 2 seconds. Band inland waters light chub. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the morning. A chance of showers. A chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Thursday night, east winds around 5 knots. Seas less than 2 feet. Dominant period 2 seconds. Band inland waters smooth. A chance of...
You back here taking pictures of the sunset. Looking nice. Huh? Hey Jim! Prepare to batten down the hatches. Storm preparation. Jack! We're doing storm preparation.
You guys
anybody ever finds this video, I tried to tell Jack, let's turn around. He didn't want to listen. He wanted to push on. We got stormage. I'm hoping we can get around. Way out. So at this point, we're trying to get around this storm, and you can see where we came out there from Everglades City, went down, and we wanted to go up right here to the Shark River. But at this time in the video, when the storm kind of caught up with us, we're right about here where this circle is in red, somewhere out there. Now what you got to remember is we have no phone connection, we have no VHF radio connection out there, you know, out from Chokoloskee, Everglades City or what have you. There's absolutely nothing. No houses, no anything back towards land. Got my shades on, but you can't see with the rain. Gonna follow that. That's the only way you know where your track is that. And we talk about storm preparation, what you would do in storms like this. First thing is keep your bow in the waves unless they get real bad. If it was to get real bad, I would turn and go with the sea, which will lay it down. Kind of beat you if you're going into the wave. You're going to be beating a little bit hard. I would not dare try this without that, where I know where I'm at and where I'm going. If the winds pick up and the rains pick up, I'll turn and go with the seas and work myself away from it. You're gonna say, Jack, where you going? Jack, where you going?
Man, what are you doing in there?
Captain needs him on. Captain needs you on deck.
He needs a fresh towel.
What?
He needs a fresh towel on deck. I'm just kidding.
Oh, here he is on deck.
I'm just kidding.
Woo! A little nighttime navigation. Without right there, we couldn't go anywhere. Because as you can see, can't see nothing. Out in the middle of the Gulf. The reason we got that light on out there is crab pots. There's crab pots all out here. If you hit a crab pot, it gets caught in your prop. And then you're dead in the water. We're trying to prevent that. We've covered up our GPS to see how well we can do without that. So far, we're doing pretty good. Captain Brian at the helm. I know you're not going to be able to see it, but when you get out here in the natural, where there's no artificial light and it's so natural, you can see stars like you cannot see in any area other than a place like this. And we're looking at a satellite that is, you watch my finger maybe, and this is going to be showing you how fast it's crossing the sky. You can tell it's a satellite because no plane can move that fast compared to what's up there. I don't think GoPro's going to pick all that up, but it's amazing. It was things like this, like times like this, when you see stuff you're just not going to see anywhere else. There's no way. It's the only way to see this kind of stuff. There was seaweed in there, so they are notorious for wanting to leak. Early in the AM, sun's rising, pulling the hook. Had a good night on the hook. Weather's quiet. We got some weather back that way. Got Brian up there pulling the hook up. We're gonna get underway and see if we can go around the tip. That's the tip to Florida right there. Which way? Alright, it's gonna be kind of slow to react. We are underway. storm up there. We're watching. We've seen 2 turtles already this morning in a flying fish. Trying to catch it on video. Alright, so this is the situation. Last night when we were crossing, there was a nighttime navigation. The starboard engine started overheating. We cut it off, worked with it. Long story short, what we believe, after making sure that the raw water pump was working, we think that the water pump is why it's overheating. Problem is, we're in DFE, and it was nowhere near to get a water pump. So we're running on 1 engine. That's our sole source of survival right now. We have no cell phone service. We have no radio contact. That's Chevy power though, baby. It'll get her done. Okay, these are the challenges of the trip. So we're running low on fuel. We still got about 15 miles, I think, to get to the next fuel stop. There's some issue with one of our tanks, so what we're having to do is pump from one tank via 5-gallon bucket. We take and fill that up and bring it over here and pour it in the hole. This is what we're dealing with. This is a finely tuned operation we got going here. Oh yeah.
Right now, we're just in the process of switching fuel tanks. We're fueling on the go.
Okay folks, let me set this up for you. At this point in the trip, we're right here on the tip of Florida, as you see in the map. And we have 2 options. Option A is to go to the nearest fuel station, which is at Everglades National Park, where you shows right here, which is about 10 miles away. So it's 10 miles one way, 10 miles back. That's a total of 20 miles. Option B is to cut across the big water and go to Marathon. That's about 30 miles. Now the problem is we wasn't sure how much fuel we had. Number 1. Number 2, we were totally out of contact radio wise, phone wise, and no one knew where we were. And number 3, we weren't sure about the weather. So tell me, which one would you do? Option A, option B? Leave that in the comments, and then next time you'll see what we did.